big shock. Ecomi is dropping like crazy at the moment. It's down more than 15% in the last couple of days, right? No, it's actually not a big shock because we have been expecting this move, and I have a theory or a couple of theories why this is happening, but that is all mere speculation, and if you're down for that big wild speculation, then stick with this video. Hey everyone, it's the Patient Hodler coming at you with a quick video update, emergency update, because Ecomi is dropping right now, is down on the last couple of days. This is the daily chart, big red candles to the downside. Now, if you were subscribed to the channel, this is actually not big news and you are not worried at all, because we have been discussing on the Crypto Morning Coffee this ABC correction with the potential to hit this moving average here, the green line that you are seeing here, and we have hit it to the T. Will we drop a little bit lower? We don't know, but the biggest question is, why are we dropping like that at the moment? Why are we seeing the big dump from here? So besides all technical patterns like ABC corrections, there's a little bit more of reasons that I want to give to you, but as I said before, it is just a speculation. And if you like that type of video, then smash up the like button right now. Let me know by kicking up the likes that you want more of these videos. Now, look at this. So a couple of days ago, we have talked about this 2.3 billion OMI transfer from rank 14 and rank 9 wallet combined to OKX. And I believe that these wallets are dumping OMI into that previous pump that we had, because if you want to see it in this way, you're probably frustrated right now that since this pump here, we have passed 70 days, right? So 70 days of no pumping when the rest of the market pumped. But what we don't see is that we actually have pumped 110% previously when the rest of the market was not really moving, and from time to time we have been going up, but it was not one straight line, it was curving up in a parabolic move like this, and now we are correcting, as I said, ABC correction. But during this time here when we consolidated, and actually even during this downtrend, a specific wallet or those two wallets that are linked potentially to the ex-founder Joseph Janik woke up and took more profits. Excuse me. This wallet is apparently filled with billions and billions of Ecomi tokens, and it could be that these are being sold in the market, and they are being sold previously or prior to all the bearish news that we have been reading in the last couple of 48 hours. Why have we received some bearish news? Because David Yus has been on around the Ecomiverse, and actually he has said some things that you could interpret as bearish. For example, about the Veveverse, right? So there was, for example, this clip here that Xavier Torres has re-uploaded for us, but the original interview is over 1.5 hours long with all of these YouTubers here behind me, and the organizer is Jordan Rees. And David Yus has been speaking about the Veveverse here, and we are going to listen to that quickly here together.
And what we wanted really is to ensure that the fault that you have becomes your home. So unlike any other metaverse out there where they try to achieve something really grand scale, Veve is actually trying to bring out segments of it. We're breaking them down. So we're not going to be presenting to you a world of theme parks or a whole world of beautiful landscape and house property you could buy. Instead, we're going to be giving you that bigger scale of that Veve fault, what we call home, to start with. We will monitor, we will track to ensure that the user experience and the virality goes out before we open up the next stage in the Veveverse. And
now, as you can hear here, David Yus basically says that people are not to expect a metaverse where there are vast landscapes and beautiful, I don't know what. So the way that he says it can be interpreted as something negative, right? So basically that you are only getting a bigger version of the showroom, and that takes years to develop. That's what you can interpret into this. I don't think it's that bad, and I don't think that dump is necessarily related, but it enforces the dump to the downside here, because people are less excited about the Veveverse now because they believe that nothing is coming. If you really listen everything that he says until the end, you see that he is basically meaning the first iteration, and that he is not looking to basically design a player world where you have something like a World of Warcraft multiple or MMORPG, MMO, whatever, like mass player game where you can see hundreds of thousands of people running in a world. He basically says that the metaverse around Ecomi is more focused on the collectible side, on visiting each other in the showrooms and really having the showrooms with all of the facets and all of the possibilities. So focused on all of the collectibles. So in my opinion, yes, it's not really positive because he's basically saying that he cannot play the metaverse narrative, but it's also not that negative that you would have expected this big of a dump, right? And as I said before, the big wallets that were moving billions of tokens to OKX, to an exchange ready to dump, that happened before David Yus spoke on this interview. So actually, I think this is whale games. And potentially, I hope that we are holding this level here right now. I can see it. I mean, we wicked down to this line, which I said has the most confluence from this dump down to this line. We should really hold that. Otherwise, we would drop back into that accumulation zone. And then we would be probably ranging for a long, long time. So really, I hope that this is it. But if you're looking at the RSI, here, down here, we are very, very oversold on the daily, and we can even look at the weekly. So if we look at all of this Ecomi pattern on the weekly, we can see that we were almost overbought and we are just correcting back here on the RSI on the weekly. And if you're looking at the pattern that is forming, we still have this inverse head and shoulders pattern potentially forming, right? This shoulder can be deep like this, no problem. The only thing that I also want to highlight, it's basically almost a mirror of the other shoulder, even with the very deep dive here. If you can see this wick to the downside, that also occurred here, this capitulation basically to the downside, and then we had this one, and now we have one more of these. So if we would come up in a V-shaped recovery, then we would fulfill our pattern. We could also be ranging a little bit and then pump up once again. So really everything is still in play. And from a technical standpoint, not much to worry about. What's more to worry about is obviously when founders seem to not be right sure of what is going on within the veve app, and if the community in itself is starting to give up on everything because there are just not enough milestones coming out. That is something that then the team has to worry about. But from a technical standpoint, unless we are losing this level here, there's actually not too much to worry about, because it's looking rather bullish yet, to me, in my opinion. But let me know in the comments below what you think about this pattern. Do you think bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern is playing out, or do you think that we are rolling over, losing this level, going to new lows, and basically buying one dip after another, right? What do you think? Let me know. Also, smash up the like button if you like these short little video updates. Subscribe to the channel to get more of those videos. Tick the little bell to always get notified whenever I upload another video. And yeah, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. I see you in the next video update or on Monday morning Crypto Morning Coffee. Bye.